As someone who's been roller skating for a while, and someone who sells roller skates in my shop, the first question that people always make me is, how do I stop when I buy a new pair of roller skates? It doesn't really matter what roller skates you have. Of course, if you're skating on a rink, or if you're skating outdoor, or if you have super soft wheels or super hard wheels, it might be easier to do one type of stop than the other. But if you're doing your first steps, you first need to know how the skates work. When you have your skates parallel, just like this, about as wide as your hips, your skate shouldn't be rolling, so you should be just staying in the same place. Then, being these your toes, when you point your toes out, your skates tend to open, which means that you go forward. But if you point your heels out, you tend to go backwards. Now, if we apply these while we're skating, these will mean you point your feet out, and then when they get to this direction, these will make you stop if you don't let them touch, because if they touch, then you just dive and fall. So what you want to do is you want to point your toes in, push out with your heels, and you'll feel like the inner part of your legs. Exercise you can do is just by staying with your feet together, and then something that some people call it the high, I would like to call it like 2 semicircles. Basically what you do is like just have your feet pointing out, you'll just do this and then come back here. If you can do this exercise while you go from here to there, when I get there, then I stop before I come back here. And without even thinking, I'm stopping. Of course, this is not the most effective way if you're planning on going super fast and stopping in that exact moment. This is like a way for you to lose speed. Another way that you can do stop on roller skates is by doing a T. Basically, while this is rolling, this one is dragging in the floor. At first it will be kind of weird for you to have the 4 wheels down, the ones that drag. So you can start by just the skate that is dragging, which is this one. You can start by just going on the front wheels and drag the front wheels. I'll show you right now on the video. Also, another way to lose speed is by just going from one side to the other, kind of like carving. So you just apply all the pressure on one side of your trucks, and then you turn, and then you apply all the pressure on the other side of the trucks, and then you turn, and these will make you lose speed. Imagine something like this. If you have like a 10-meter rope, that's what you need to stop. You can go from here to here with 10 meters, or with that 10 meters rope you can fit it in a really tight space. How? If you just go like this with the rope, right? And this is just like stopping. You need 10 meters to stop, but if you turn, you'll keep doing the 10 meters before getting to the end of the 10 meters length. So it's just a different way of looking at things. So if you just keep skating around, you're gonna end up stopping. If you're not pushing, your skates will stop. All you need to learn is how to turn. How to turn before how to stop. Then, on a more advanced way, you have toe stops. But do the toe stops work when you go forward? Don't use them. Because if you're going forward and if you just put one heel up and try to use that toe stop, usually what happens is you're not used to that. So you're gonna stop super fast and you're gonna end up dragging the toe area of your skate. Not the toe stop, but the top of your toe, and that will like scratch the skate, whatever. It doesn't really matter because you're not gonna do it. If you want to use your toe stops, you need to make sure that you need to learn how to go backwards. Well, a progression that you can do for you to learn that would be just going against the wall and then pushing from the wall, and then once you're going backwards, then instead of putting both feet, just one of your feet go backwards and pull your heel up. Start by by doing this with one foot, and then you can do it with both, with the other foot, and then when you feel more confident, we can do it both. But don't forget, you're not really confident on going backwards, like from forward to backwards yet, so why would you do this right away? Start by doing it with one foot. Then you're gonna want to learn how to turn from forwards to skating backwards and do the stop. There's a few different ways to do it. I'm not gonna teach you how to do it. What I'm gonna tell you is, if you know how to go backwards, you can use one toe stop to start, and then once you feel confident with that one, you can go for the other toe stop just by lifting your heel and dragging that toe stop. And then once you're confident with one foot with the left one or one foot with the right one, then you might be more confident to lean forward and do the tomahawk stop with both toe stops. For me right now, nowadays it's easy, but I really don't remember when I started skating. But I've also seen a lot of people trying to do it when they first get the skates. If you're not confident enough to go all the way with your weight on the toe stops, it's not going to be as easy. So don't forget, start with one toe stop, drag it like progressively until you feel like you're stopping. Once you feel more confident, you can go like right into that position, and then the same with the other one, progressively first, then all into that position. And then of course, once you're used to this, and if you want to go both feet, that one you need commitment. Both heels up and all your weight on the front two wheels and toe stops leaning forward. Of course, if you come from different sports, you'll have different views on how to stop, or what's the most effective way to stop. So I think just like in everything in life, people have their own different opinions about stuff. So I'm going to show you what different people have to say about this.
So normally when people get skates for the first time, what I would say is what not to do would be something like this. So basically skating and then dragging your foot like that. Okay. Then another way that you can also stop is, if you are comfortable on your skates, would be to carve a bit, like just carve, and you kind of like slow yourself down until you come to a stop. Okay. Then another way to stop as well, most derby skaters do, is called the Plow Stop, where again, depending on the surface, you probably need like harder wheels if you're going to do it outdoors. You're going to be on your skates and you're kind of going to like have your feet do like a V movement, something like that, and you'll force yourself to come to a halt.
When someone asks you, if I want to buy a pair of skates, I just bought a new pair of skates, how do I stop?
Okay, let's talk about different ways of stopping on roller skates if you are a first timer. Depending on your ground and your surface that you're skating on, it is really important to consider the hardness of your wheels and the sort of roughness of your asphalt. If you have very hard wheels on a very flat surface, then I would probably advise trying your possible plow stops, some power slides, controlled power slides, or maybe a soft hockey stop, because you'll have the surface to do that on. If you are on very soft outdoor wheels, 78s to 80s on a rough asphalt, do not attempt your hockey stops, your slidey stops. Definitely go for something more comfortable. If you've done a tomahawk before, rely on your tomahawks. Just do your 180 transition and go on both toe stops. Another one that I would possibly advise is a bit of a plow stop to reduce your speed if you are slow. If you're really fast outside and you need to an abrupt stop, I would definitely recommend go for your tomahawk.
Okay, so show me, what stops are you talking about now?
Okay, so I'm currently on very soft wheels. I'm doing my transition and stop on both.
Okay.
Toe stops at the same time. This is the fastest way of like reducing a lot of speed without risking your face. Soft wheels, rough surface. Try to bit of a plow stop, reducing your speed like that. It's going to be very comfortable in low, slow speeds. The moment you're going to be faster, you're going to be struggling with the plow stop because you're too fast and your wheels are too grippy. So again, my recommendation for outdoor stops on soft wheels is your tomahawk.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, don't forget to subscribe, cause I'm still here and I want you to subscribe it to see more of these outdoor videos. Bye!
Vou viver até quando